Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is going to be a reading today for gorgeous Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. Please like, comment and subscribe to my channel, particularly if you're resonating. If you are, don't forget to hit the like button and the subscribe button, the share button, and don't forget to drop me a polite little comment in the comment section. Mwah. I want to say a massive welcome to all the new subscribers. Welcome. It's a pleasure and an honor to have you. So welcome. And I want to say a massive welcome back to all my existing subscribers that I adore with all my heart and soul. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Bestest Libras ever, ever, ever. Keep on shining bright like a diamond, Libra, and own your Empress energy like a boss bitch. Male or female, it's fabulous energy to be embodying, so own it. Right, Libra, I decided to come back. The only way to get my videos put back in the algorithm is to post more videos. So you got another one, all right? I had some time, so I thought, right, I'm going to do Libra, another reading. Right, so here we go. What have we got coming in today? Please and thank you for gorgeous Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. What do we need to know for Libra today? Messages. Oh, new love coming in for Libras. So you could already be with somebody new or you're meeting somebody new. What else is coming in for gorgeous Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus, Spirit? What do we need to know for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus? Libra. Gemini, the lovers. So you may have a choice between two lovers, Libra. It don't have to be a lover. It could be whatever it is that you have going on in your life. It's a choice you have to make, a decision. Now, it could be a lover's situation. This is twin flame soulmate energy, but it's also a deep bond that you have with somebody. So if can't say it. If it is a twin flame, then obviously this would be deep. All right, it's a deep bond, and it doesn't matter how far away in the world you go, you'll always be in each other's kind of aura. Do you know what I mean? Because you think alike, you act alike. Do you know what I mean? You may even look alike. You got the same mannerisms. Is fluid. You've got the same mannerisms. One will sit their left leg out and the other one curled up, and the other one will sit their left leg out and the other one curled up. They're mirror images of each other. And so they may look very similar, or they have a lot of interests the same. They think the same. And it's a very deep bond that they have with each other. Twin flames is very complicated. There's always a runner and a chaser dynamic. And it is really complicated. And if you're not in a twin flame journey, I wouldn't even bother trying to find your twin flame. It's a very complicated and very painful journey. All right. So I wouldn't entertain it if I would look for a soulmate. I mean, I'm not saying soulmates are any easier, but twin flames are more difficult because you're connected, because it's one soul split into two. So it's difficult. All right. You feel each other's pain. You feel each other's thoughts. And everything. And you can't even do a cord cutting. It don't seem to work. Even cord cutting don't seem to work. All right. So I wouldn't entertain it if you don't have that. But you may have a deep soul bond with a soulmate. All right. But you may have to make a decision, because the Lover's card is talking about Adam, Eve and the snake. All right. The snake is camouflage. You got branches wrapped around the brown bit is the snake. If I hold it closer, you can see the skin. If I can stop moving, all right, you can just about see the skin of the snake. Now that is considered the devil, but the divine gives you a choice, right? The lovers is a choice between whether you choose a divine connection, your counterpart, or whether you choose the devil, which the devil is the temptation. The devil and the lovers go hand in hand. Right? So you either get to choose the lover, or which is a divine blessing, and your divine counterpart, or you push the counterpart aside and go for the temptation. Now, a lot of people make the mistake of going for the temptation, all right? And that is where they end up with karma, all right? It does come back to bite you on the ass. Trust me, it does. Whether people like to admit it or not, if you're presented with a counterpart and you don't choose the counterpart, you choose a karmic. That karmic will teach you a lesson you really did not want to learn. Trust me. All right. Right. Let's move on. Right. What have we got coming in today? Please and thank you for gorgeous Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. we've got the Hermit. All right, so we could be talking about a Virgo, or some of you may be in hermit mode, or you are dealing with a Virgo, or you could be Libra, Virgo, cuspers. All right, but you could have a soul bond with a Virgo or somebody who's in hermit mode. I'm always in hermit mode. I'm always looking at spirituality because I question sometimes my spirituality. Sometimes I lose a bit of faith, I gotta be honest, and then I have to go researching and doing all the hermit things in order to kind of get back on me track with it. I think sometimes when life gets complicated, it tends to be when I kind of question, what am I doing? And you may be very well the same. All right, so you may be shining the light on somebody that you know you do have a deep bond with, and it doesn't matter how far apart you go in the world, you two are still connected by a soul. It's a soul connection, and it's deep, right? The Lovers and the Two of Cups, that's deep. A deep bond, and it doesn't matter how far away in the world you go. This bond, you're connected by a soul tie. All right, this is two people, and they got, if you look to the Lovers, we've shuffled it up now. I don't want to go through all the deck. It'll take forever. Right, so if you look at the Lovers card in this deck, the both of them are looking at each other. My TV just turned on by itself. Freak me right out, Libra. Give me a minute. Let me turn it off. I may have had it on pause and it may have unpaused. Wait there. God, that freaked me out, Libra. There's never a dull moment. Have you noticed every time I try to do reading, there's always some sort of interruption or something that freaks me out? Hold on. Somewhere along the line, there's always some up when I do my readings. It's almost like someone don't want me to put these readings out there, but I don't care what somebody else wants. This is my life and my choices. And so I'm going to carry on, all right? I apologize to the new people for the interruption. All right, that did freak me out a bit. And the other day the camera fell off. It's just one thing after another, isn't it? Anyway, here we go. Right, you got a deep soul bond here, and you may be looking into this person. All right? You may be looking into the bond that you have, looking into soulmates, twin flames, false twin flames, because you can get a twin flame that acts very similar to a twin flame, but they're very toxic. And they'll hurt you. They'll hurt you badly. And your real twin would not hurt you to that extent. All right? They would never harm you to that extent. Whereas a false twin would probably want to actually harm you physically and, mentally and spiritually. Do you know what I mean? So you do have to know the difference. And you may be looking into this. All right? Who is your twin? Who is your soulmate? Who do you have the deepest bond with? Because there's something you need to look into. Do you know what I mean? And that is probably why the Hermit has come out, because you're looking into this. Seriously, you want to know who your soul connections are with, who your deepest soul connections are with. You could have a lot of different soulmates, but you only get one twin. But whoever this person is, you both share a deep soul bond. And it doesn't matter how far away you go, where you are in the world, or how much distance is between you in terms of emotional, you two are still connected. And you may be wondering why. You need to look into that. If that's what you're questioning, definitely look into that. All right, there'll be a reason. It's because you do have a deep soul connection with this person, and there is something in this lifetime that you both need to do together. All right, let's move on because we're already 9 minutes. This is important though. I do like to take my time sometimes on readings to explain, because and there's a tower, and it might be somebody shockingly suddenly realizing who you are to them. Suddenly and shockingly, they suddenly realize who you are to them or what you mean to them. All right? And they're looking into this a lot with the Hermit, investigation. Like they've gone into investigation mode, and they're probably, because they may think about you, and I wonder, like, why do I keep thinking about this person, or why have I all of a sudden out the blue thought of this person and I haven't seen them in years? It's because you still have a soul tie with this person. That's why, and there's a reason for that. All right, there's a reason why you will think about them out the blue, and that's because probably they're thinking about you too. But there is something or unfinished business, because we are still in retrograde at the moment. So there are still some kind of unfinished business, if there is, that you need to resolve between the two of you. All right, that I keep seeing judgment today. So when I've done previous, just seeing, you know, just meddling with the cards and seeing what energies are around. But anyway, we'll keep going. Right, what else is coming in for gorgeous Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? Right, Three of Wands, looking forward to the future, going on a journey. All right, so I might have to, I can't move the camera, as you know, it falls off. It's very temperamental, so I'll have to sit up higher. Right, but you've got the Three of Wands, that's going on a journey, waiting for your ships to come in. All right. They're there on the horizon, 11:11 on the clock. You got one there, you got one there, and you probably got one in front of this dude. All right, but if you notice, he has his back to the past. This wand here is his past. This wand here is behind him. What he's holding on to is this wand, which is in front of him. All right, so you're looking forward to the future, and you may see a future with a certain person, and you may wonder with the soul tie and everything. I'm talking about the soul tie because we had the Lovers and the Two of Cups, so this is something deep. All right, so you may sort of feel like you do have some kind of future with them, be it a friendship or not, but they are maybe supposed to be in your life for a reason. I don't know what that reason is yet, but we'll see. But you maybe you're stuck. And this needs an epiphany. We did see the Tower. That's why I said I like to explain these cards in depth sometimes, because sometimes you can rush through it and you may not quite understand all the meanings. And little things I say sometimes touch on it. And it shocks me sometimes because I resonate with it sometimes myself. And when I resonate with it, it shocks me the things that I've even said. This come out of my mouth. I can't believe I've said it. Do you know what I mean? And then it happens. So take notice. I mean, some people complain about the longer readings that I do and say, oh, they're too long. But there's information in there that is really important that you do need to know. All right, so I wouldn't skip over it. If it's too long for you, the video, just watch it in a couple of parts. All right. Right. But you got the Hanged Man. Now, the Hanged Man is something that you are stuck in a situation you can't get out of. You're hanging upside down in a situation. All right. For some reason, you feel stuck. You can't move because you're hanging upside down. What you need to do is find the epiphany. It also talks about sacrifice. Somebody may have sacrificed you, right? If we saw the Lover's card and somebody chose a different lover than you, they made a sacrifice to their soul connection. All right, basically their divinity changes. It changes the course of their life. All right, this is what people don't realize. One silly little thing can change the whole course of your destiny. If they choose a karmic and not the soul tie, they'll go on a complete and utter journey that will be full of toxicity, drama, in some cases abuse, and all types of kind of abuse. It will be a lesson. They'll be cheated on, betrayed. It will be a lesson. All right, and that's the lesson that they need to know. These things happen for a reason, and that was because maybe either you treated somebody badly, and so that you're being taught a lesson, you're going through karma, all right, or you hurt a specific person. In our case, it's Libra. We are justice. If anyone hurts us, Libra, we are justice. We are karma, right? In some cases, to walk away from somebody is their karma, right? Because they end up losing you, all right? It depends, you know, I mean, I don't know who I'm talking to, so just switch the gender around where you need to. All right, but this is something really important. Somebody either sacrificed you because they went on a journey with somebody else. And with the Lover's card, they may have chose somebody else, or they now have an epiphany. I know I sacrificed the wrong one. I now see a future with you. Or this is what you're saying. I sacrificed the wrong one and I now see a future. But sometimes these things are too late. Do you know what I mean? Too much time's got in the way. Too much distance come between you. Too many people interfered in your relationship. Too much drama. Do you know what I mean? Too many betrayals. Too much cheating. Do you know what I mean? All sorts of things come in the way, and sometimes it cannot be fixed. And so you have to accept that, and sometimes then move on. All right. And I'm talking about this because I think it's been the theme that I've picked up today was judgment in a lot of the things, and there's betrayals, and I've picked this up a couple of times today in the readings. And so I think people need to understand their actions has consequences, their decisions have consequences, and sometimes it's irreversible. Do you know what I mean? And so you do have to be very careful with what you're deciding to choose, okay, in future, especially when you're dealing with a blessing, a divine counterpart. That changes the whole course of your destiny. And somebody may have chose somebody else, and it may have got them trapped now in a situation that they now cannot get out of. All right? Somebody may be stuck on you, or you may be stuck on them, or they may have sacrificed you, or you sacrificed them. But an epiphany moment needs to be established here. All right? You need to know what is really important in your life. Okay? Right, let's keep going. What else is coming in for gorgeous Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? What do my Libras need to know today, Spirit? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Oh, bloody hell, where'd that go? The Knight of Pentacles. The slowest moving knight in the deck, and this one just happens to be stood still, right? There's no movement in this particular Knight of Pentacles at all. He is stood still. See, no movement. Apart from that horse's knee bent, that's the only movement. So something has come to a standstill. I mean, this person has a huge old pentacle to offer you, or you to offer them, but something here has come to a standstill because someone here, we just saw the Hanged Man. Somebody may be stuck, and that's why something come to a standstill. And they could be stuck in lots of different, they could be stuck in a relationship, a marriage, or financially. Do you know what I mean? A lot of reasons could be, or they're stuck in a job. Do you know what I mean? A lot of things could keep somebody stuck, and it's the reason why something is not moving. When the Knight of Pentacles, he's the most successful knight in the deck, the Knight of Pentacles, because he takes his time. All right. When he gets to the finish line, though, he does have an opportunity to give you this, like, massive. It's a massive pentacle in his hand. And it's a huge opportunity, but at the moment, something's come to a stop, a standstill. And somebody feels wounded, or they've put you through a battle, or somebody may have tried to slow you down and stop you, and it's wounded you. Or itchy nose. Somebody, and it's wounded you. But this person here has tidy clothes on. All right, they may be just tired of people battling with them, tired of, or this could be you. I'm just saying, I don't know who I'm talking about, so I'm just going to carry on, right? Just if it resonates with you, it resonates regardless of the gender, as I said, right? So whoever this is wounded and tired. They don't look like they're injured. They just look extremely exhausted through battles, continuously fighting battles and continuously being slowed down as a result of these battles. And somebody is exhausted and they're probably wanting to give up. If somebody is doing this to you, then Libra, you do have to consider your own mental health, all right, and put yourself first, especially if it's interfering with this aspect of you. All right, but we'll keep going. That type of person is not healthy to have in your life, and certainly not healthy for you to stay in it. What else is coming in for gorgeous Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? The Ace of Wands. Oh la la. Oh la la. So something may have been stopped, but whatever this is certainly being revived. I mean, the Ace of Wands is sexual chemistry. it talks about the male, it looks like the male phallic, right? So it talks about somebody has sexual thoughts about you, feelings, or when you get together is explosive passion to a point where, it's exhilarating. It's breathtaking. Is sexy, is sweaty, is hot, is spicy, is passion. And that could be an idea, it could be an endeavor, it could be a new love, or it could be a new person, a new love that's literally giving you butterflies. And you just can't wait to get your hands on this person. Or it could be that somebody has sexual thoughts about you, and that's the result of the thinking about you. Or this could be you. All right, but we got the Queen of Wands, like looking sexy. All right, she's looking sexy. Now you could be a bit feeling, this is male or female, all right? Masculines, you could be in your sexy feminine energy, all right? You're feeling feisty and, you're feeling sexy, you're feeling passionate. All right, the Queen of Wands knows what she wants and she goes after it with passion. She fights her own battles. She stands her ground and she does look sexy as fuck while she does it. So you could be feeling real spicy at the moment, sexy. All right, and then we got the King of Swords. The King of Swords freaks me out a bit because that looks like Rich, my ex. So Rich, if you're on this channel, hello. Nice to see you on the card. Anyway, the King of Swords is somebody who wants to have a logical conversation with you. All right, the King of Swords could be Libra's energy because it's Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius, but we're doing Libra's reading. So this could be Libra, male or female, in the King of Swords energy. All right, or this could be Archangel Michael stood by you. All right, but the King of Swords thinks more logically. They talk more from a logical standpoint rather than through the heart space. They think logical. They're deep thinkers, and they think of a situation more from a logic sort of space rather than, like I said, than the heart space. It's like they take their emotions out of it. That also could be a man in military, a police officer, a lawyer, or Libra, this is just you. Or it could be, like I said, Archangel Michael. You may want to have a logical conversation with somebody. All right, and they want to send you communication, but this is the energy you're stood in. So this is you or your person. But if it's a cross watcher, then this ain't our story for me. But for you, it could be. You could understand this anyway, right? But we'll see. We'll keep going. Right, but somebody wants to come in and send you communication. Is actually like bringing the sunshine. This person is happy communication, happy news. All right, whatever this is like I said, bringing the sunshine. Good news about something that's over or a transformation that you're going through. Either you've completed something and you've ended something. You've completely put an end to a situation. Or you're transforming a situation. Now, death could be the death of one's ego. If somebody is too egotistical, someone has brought them down and humbled them. With death, something's humbled them and brought them down a peg or two. Do you know what I mean? If it's somebody's attitude, somebody had a bad attitude, that could have brought them down a peg or two. Somebody may have put them in their place. This could be you or the other person, whoever, I don't know, I'm speaking to. So we'll just keep going, all right? This also is the death and rebirth of a situation. So something, a relationship could have come to an end. A marriage could have come to an end. A job could have come to an end. Whatever the situation is, it's over. But you have a chance to rebirth a situation. But when you transform a situation, it will never be quite the same. It's like when they say, when you crack a vase, we say vase, I know Americans say vase, but you know what I'm trying to say, all right? The same thing. It's what you put flowers in, all right? So say you dropped it and you got all the pieces together and you put all the pieces together and you can still see where it was cracked all down the edges, but it's now intact again. But so you may patch things up, but it will never be the same as how it was before. You can rebirth a situation and make it into something else. It will never be the same as how it was. So you could be rebirthing yourself, transforming who you are, transforming your attitude, transforming the way you think about things, the way you talk to people, the way you treat people. Do you know what I mean? You transforming, like, particularly you could be the way you look. You could have been in hermit mode a long time, and when you come out, you're not recognizable. People are like, God, you look completely different. Do you know what I mean? You've transformed yourself in some kind of way. And then you've got the Nine of Pentacles, being single, self-sufficient, looking good, feeling good, smelling delicious. All right, this is being single and independent, not codependent on a single person. You don't need anybody or anyone in the Nine of Pentacles energy. You're missing one pentacle, which is the love, right? Otherwise, excuse me, otherwise that's hiccups with me drink. Otherwise, you've got everything here that you've got when you've built up all on your own. You're sitting pretty in this energy. Like I said, the only thing you're missing is the Ace of Cups, right? Which is the last pentacle there, which would make 10 of Pentacles a committed relationship. You know, even if it's on your own, that's kind of like wealth energy. Do you know what I mean? The Nine of Pentacles starts from nothing. They have nothing. They're not inherited in anything. They have no inheritance. They're poor and they work from the ground up. Everything, every penny that they've earned through their own hard work and own achievements. I think people tend to get the Nine of Pentacles mixed up with generational wealth that's been passed down. That's not really working your way up. Do you know what I mean? The Nine of Pentacles is somebody who's like come from nothing, rags to riches, but from their own hard work, their own stuff that they have put in. They've not stolen ideas or people's opportunities. They have literally worked from the ground up. And they have built themselves into a little tiny pretty little nest egg that they sit like that comfortably. So that's male or female. There is single Empress energy, is who you are before you come the Empress. All right, so there's pre-Empress energy, but this could be a masculine in Nine of Pentacles energy. It could be male or female. All right, so this is somebody who sits pretty, looking good, feeling good, and they smell amazing, I must say. Staying in your own lane, minding your business, not getting involved in shitty stuff that you don't need to be involved in, not gossiping about people behind their back. That's not the Nine of Pentacles. Sits pretty. Right. Why is the Hermit here for a Libra? So, we only got Virgo's energy. Oh, and Scorpio. Virgo and Scorpio at the moment. It bothers me when I say Libra and I end up with Cancerian energy. The whole reading is about Cancer. Or if and now this one seems to be about Virgo or a Scorpio. It's like, I just sick of hearing about other people's story. I just want Libra's story. Bearing in mind, you could be dealing with a Virgo, you could be dealing with a Scorpio. But, you know, I did quite clearly say, Libra, the cards have been saged, so you still may resonate with it, but let's see. Why is the Hermit here for Libra? Why is Hermit here for Libra? And there's the Hermit there, look. With the Knight of Pentacles. Whoever's in Hermit mode is stuck. I mean, I don't feel stuck. I love being in Hermit mode, me personally. So I don't feel stuck in Hermit mode, but I don't know about anybody else. Right. Why is Hermit here for Libra? Justice. Libra's energy. Here we go. Ah, well, somebody's going to get caught. That's court. Could be a Virgo. Now, there's an investigator investigating a situation. That's a private investigator investigating theft. So somebody here has done something illegal. This is something done illegal, because you got Justice, the Hermit, and Seven of Swords. And Justice and Hermit has come out. That's definitely a private investigator. Definitely, without a shadow of a doubt. And the Seven of Swords, so you've got a private investigator investigating theft. This is lying, cheating, stealing, thieving, and deceiving, trying to get away with something without getting caught. The Seven of Swords, however, will get caught because they end up leaving evidence, right? So the private investigator will find evidence of theft in some way, shape, or form. All right, and they end up getting caught because they find the evidence. Now, they try to get away with it, but in their haste, they end up leaving the evidence behind. So they carry 7 swords and they try and run off with all 7 swords in their hands, but 2 swords slip out and they get left behind. And he's in too much of a hurry to go and get away from wherever he is before he gets caught red-handed. But he's left evidence. He's dropped 2 of the swords behind. And he's gone. So this person, whoever it is going to get caught. Absolutely. They're being investigated. Now, I don't know if it's cheating or theft of some kind. Whoever this is going to get caught red-handed. The King of Swords could be a lawyer. A solicitor. So I don't know, this could be very specific for some people, Libra, but the storyline would not have come out if somebody didn't need to hear it. All right, so somebody needs to hear this clearly. Whoever tried to steal something from you is getting caught red-handed. Red-handed. And that is an investigator, and they will find the evidence, and they will catch the person responsible. Somebody may have taken money. It could have been money. The 4 of Pentacles may be a bank. Somebody tried to fraud somebody. So this could be fraud. All right. Trying to tax evasion. That's another one. Somebody could be avoiding tax or something like that. Or they get caught with the wrong information and they send it to the, they lie to the tax. They lie about something. The 7 of Swords is lying about something. And they're going to get caught with that. So it could be some kind of fraud or tax evasion, or they've stole something. Like I said, this could be very specific. Whoever it is needs to figure it out quick, but they're being investigated anyway. So somebody took a leap of faith to go towards their 10 of Pentacles and walked away from toxicity, the devil. So somebody could have done something and thought they were getting away with it, but they're not. They've walked away from something that they know was toxic and brought heartache. So this could have been a third party, or somebody they worked for stole something from them. Or you, or whoever it is, somebody gets caught doing something they shouldn't have done. Stealing identity theft. Stealing ideas, plagiarism. Whoever this is, like I said, is going to get investigated and they're going to get caught. All right, somebody thought that they had taken something and they thought that they took a leap of faith to go towards something else that was going to make them their fairy tale. So if it was tax evasion, they thought, well, I'm going to take a trip with the 3 of Wands. I'm going to take a trip and maybe have used some money to take a trip to go away somewhere, which their dream holiday. I'm using this as an example, but this could resonate with somebody because the story's here. All right, but they're going to get caught and it's going to bring heartache. They should have walked away. They should have walked away. Wow. This, like I said, may be a longer one because this is all coming out in detail. So, right. Why is the Hermit and Justice here for Libra? 10 of Cups come out. I'm going to put it back because I said it, but it flew out. I don't know whether to put it back or keep it. I'm going to keep it. It's the way it came out. I already asked the question and it came out, so, but it didn't come out the way I like it to come out, but maybe it was meant to. So somebody is investigating a situation. Somebody could be investigating somebody's business or job or home. Could be somebody's work, somebody's business. They brought them their fairy tale. It was like their fairy tale job. And they're being investigated at work. You need to use your intuition because this is going to be a betrayal. Somebody may have told on you for something. This is horrible. I don't want to read this shit really, but I mean, I've got to because I've started it now. We're 35 minutes in. Somebody needs to hear this. Somebody has said something to somebody about their job that probably wasn't true. It's a betrayal anyway. And somebody here is now being investigated. It could be their business. We've seen Seven of Swords. Somebody have stole something from somebody else and they're being investigated for that. Or somebody said, well, this person did this and they're being investigated for whatever it is they're being told. It's going to leave somebody really wounded. I mean, seriously. I mean, that's prison card too. That could land somebody a prison sentence. Justice. We haven't got judgment, but we do have King of Swords. That could be a lawyer. It could send someone to prison. But somebody wants to come in and bring you a gift. That's giving a gift. Maybe that, I don't know what that is. Somebody done something they shouldn't have done. And it's going to be, is a massive betrayal. And now somebody wants to come in and give you a gift. This is giving a gift or receiving a gift. But the Queen of Swords is saying, just speak the truth. What did you do? What did you do? And this is somebody from your past. And whatever it is they're going to tell you has to be the truth, the whole truth, or nothing but the truth. Because this could be a court case. It's to do with competing. Somebody may have stole your work ideas and competed. It's considered plagiarism and copyright, especially if you took mine. Mine's copyrighted. So why is the Hermit here? Justice and Ten of Cups here for Libra. If it's slander or defamation of character, that could go to court as well. That's a prosecution if that's an offence. So why is the Hermit here? Justice and Ten of Cups here for Libra. Why is the Hermit here? Justice and Ten of Cups here for Libra. Three of Cups. Celebrating. Somebody is investigating someone. I mean, I can't get away from it. You could have ghosted somebody. I mean, I could use it another example. You could have ghosted somebody. Somebody thinks that they've got away with something anyway. They're celebrating. They think they've got away with it. Now somebody is feeling remorse and sorry. Because what they put their time and effort in, maybe what they thought was their fairy tale, turns out to be nothing. Maybe the person that they chose over you has done them dirty, which would be karma, because if they done you dirty, Libra, those swords go back. It is what it is. What goes around comes around. They get treated the same way they treated you by somebody else. They put all their time and effort into loveless, empty, loveless, worthless cups. It gave them nothing. And that was what they put their time and energy into. And they chose to leave their 2 cups behind. There you go. We had the lovers and the 2 cups. That's where the soul tie comes in. They chose somebody else who's done them dirty. Or going to. This is the King of Pentacles. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus energy. This is a business owner who's now sorry and remorseful that they've lost you. They've got drama, confusions, illusions, smoke and mirrors. So 5, I mean, what the fuck? Is a King of Wands, a good looking king. And they're wounded. There's confusion over, I mean, you got 2 men here. I don't know if it's 2 men who work together, or this is a gay relationship, or this is the same person. But somebody is feeling the loss of a King of Wands. Or the King of Wands is creating drama for a King of Pentacles. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. Over drinking, it could be the fact that that somebody here may have drank too much and done something behind someone's back whilst they were drunk. They've wounded somebody, put somebody through a whole battle, or this King of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, who's a very sexy, handsome man, feels that he's been put through a battle because there's been nothing but drama, confusions, illusions, smoke and mirrors. With a King of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, over a business or a business person or somebody who runs a business. And now they're sorry that they put all their time into that. Maybe somebody put all their time and effort into work and their home life suffered as a result. Their relationship suffered, their marriage suffered, or their children suffered. I don't know. Something suffered and they decided to sacrifice. We've seen the Hangman. All right, they sacrificed a deep soul bond for this. And that is what they ended up with. Drama. Sorry, King of Pentacles. The loss of a business could have been. This caused nothing but trouble, drama, smoke and mirrors. And has left this person feeling wounded. And now they could be drowning their sorrows. I don't know what this is, Libra. I mean, you'll have to work it out because I'm a bit confused by it myself. I don't know if this is resonating with me. I hope it freaking doesn't anyway. But this could be somebody's story because it's coming out. Why is the 3 of Wands here for Libra? Why is the 3 of Wands here for Libra? Why is the 3 of Wands here for Libra? 8 of Wands. Walking away from your past, choosing your future. And you set boundaries, or you need to, or you feel a bit blocked and guarded towards somebody that you've walked away from. But you see a future. You're going on a journey. You're waiting for your ships to come in, regardless of what the situation is. You're turning your back to the past and walking away from it. You're feeling blocked off and guarded, and you've set your boundaries. But it says patience, because peace, harmony, and balance needs to be balanced here and kind of put back into order. But secretly, somebody cannot stop thinking about you, and they're heartbroken, absolutely devastated. That's being devastated behind the scenes. Somebody could be depressed. and they can't stop thinking about the ending that they had with the Queen of Swords, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Who's cut them off. They're heartbroken over this ending. Bearing in mind, in my last reading, I also told you that I've been in contact with 2 private investigators to get a quote about having cameras in my home. I can show you the last phone calls. Hold on. I'll cover that up because I don't want you to see the bottom one. It doesn't matter, right? Private investigator, can you see that? So I've been in contact with private investigators about cameras. Because I told you, didn't I? I thought somebody had placed cameras in my home. Hang on, how can I cover that? I'll just screenshot it. I'll screenshot it, right? Which you just heard me do. And let me cut that bit off the bottom because it don't matter about my personal calls at the bottom. I just want to show you. There, you can see I've been in touch with private investigators. Right? Looking for these cameras that I feel that have been installed in my house without my knowledge. And they're going to get caught. And whoever it was, if this is to do with me, they thought they got away with it. And they celebrated it too soon. They're getting caught. Now somebody's there and they're going to be held accountable and they could end up stuck as a result. If this is anything to do with you, Libra, you'll resonate with it, all right? But somebody here, whoever did it, is in serious trouble. Why is the 3 of Wands here and the 8 of Cups here for Libra? Right. If this is anything to do with you, Libra, you'll resonate. If it's not, it'll be a different situation for you. But it'll be, the storyline will be very similar, all right? It might not be to do with cameras. It could be to do with something else, right? You hired a private investigator for someone cheating, I don't know, or someone stole something from you at work, I don't know. But you'll resonate with it if this is your story, all right? If not, just let it entertain you anyway, okay? Why is the 3 of Wands here and the 8 of Cups here for Libra? And that fell on the floor, hold on. Somebody needs to be strong. Or you needed to be strong to walk away. All right? You're walking away. You needed to be strong to walk away, but you walk away straight into your 9 of Cups. Wish fulfillment. All right? And 8 of Cups, a new job maybe. You may give up your job and walk straight into a new one. Something you've manifested, and somebody is angry. Or somebody may have caused you to lose your job because they lied about something. And if they cause you to lose your job, all right, it could involve, like I said, this ain't going to go well for whoever is lying. They're going to get caught, 7 of Swords. You need to use your intuition about whatever was collaborated behind your back. And that might be whoever it was tried to manipulate you, and it may cause a massive argument, and it's going to cause arguments when you find out who's responsible. Why is the 3 of Wands here, the 8 of Cups, and Strength for Libra? Why is the 3 of Wands here, the 8 of Cups, and Strength here for Libra? Healing. Wishes being granted, being a star, shining bright like a diamond. Wishes being granted, deep healing. Being a star in the public eye. Some of you could have your own channels. You could also be shining, just shining bright, and healing's taking place. Hold on, that went right across my eyelash. Healing taking place. So you've walked away from your past. You're looking forward to the future. You've turned your back to the past altogether. You're looking forward to the future. You needed to be strong to walk away. But when you walk away, you immediately heal. You heal. Right? You've got happy communication coming in from somebody who may have rejected you. They may have put you in a third party. And they're sorry because they've lost you. And they spy on you. And they're also trying to compete. Or they're sorry that they're 5 of Cups. Sorry, I made you compete. This person's stressed right the fuck out now. Spying. Stressed right the fuck out and spying. Is a King of Swords. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Could be an Aquarius. It could be a Leo. It could be a Libra or a Virgo or a Scorpio. Why is the Knight of Pentacles here for Libra? Why is the Knight of Pentacles here for Libra? Why is the Knight of Pentacles here for Libra? 9 of Swords. Stressed right the fuck out. Somebody's stressed right the fuck out because now they've got themselves stuck. Stuck up. And they're being held accountable. That's the divine, being holding somebody accountable for what they've done. If they try to slow you down, they're the ones being slowed down. They're the ones that can't sleep at night. They're suffering with stress, worry, anxiety. That's fucking, that I've done. What the fuck did I do? Why did I do this? Why? What the fuck did I do? You're being held accountable with judgment, justice, Hermit, King of Swords. That could be a police officer. You know, you could be being arrested. Somebody is now thinking, what the fuck did I do? I can't sleep at night. You're being held accountable. Or somebody is like I took too fucking long. Now I'm stressed out. I want to reconcile. Shockingly. Or somewhat shockingly, they want to transform a situation. Shocking. I got hiccups. Shockingly, they decide that they want to reconcile, excuse me for the hiccups, new love, or they took too long to reconcile with you, with the judgment. They can't sleep at night because they now feel that they've taken too long, but shockingly they want to transform a situation, rebirth it, because they want new love with you. Or this is somebody who took too long. And they're like, what the fuck? Why did I take too long? Why did I take too long? Why did I do that? Why did I do that? Because you may have made a judgment call, Libra, to shockingly transform a situation or yourself to have new love. You want to transform your whole life so that you could have new love. It's fated and destined. Wheel of Fortune. Good luck and good fortune. Because you've released your past. You stood in your own lane. You stood in your integrity with the justice. You didn't do anyone dirty. Wheel of Fortune goes in the favor of the ones who stand in their integrity and have done right by people. Why is the Knight of Pentacles here and the 9 of Swords? Six of Swords. Moving into calmer waters. They want to move you into calmer waters, and this is what you are doing, or them. But they're stuck. They feel stuck because they're blocked. But they're blocked because of the drama. Because they won't clear up the drama. They won't clear up the confusion. They refuse to speak their truth. You're just resting and chilling out, Libra. Just chilled right the fuck out. You're looking forward to the future, going on a journey with the 3 of Wands there. Wait for your ships to come in. And somebody now wants to come charging in. They want to have this fiery, passionate new beginning. I mean, now, like now. They don't want to wait another fucking second. But you may reject them. Why? because you're Temperance. You just like, you don't want to deal with the drama. You don't want to deal with the third parties. You don't want to deal with lying, the cheating, or any shit. You don't want to deal with the drama. It's like, come correct or don't bother. You're wasting my time. Not mine, but I'm using me as an example. You're wasting my time and you're wasting yours. What's the point? Either come correct or don't bother. Either way, there's movement in calmer waters. Your spirit team are like, fuck this. We're not going to keep you stuck any longer. All right? There's no more sleepless nights here. We're moving you into calmer waters. Why is the Knight of Pentacles here, the Nine of Swords and the Six of Swords for Libra? Three of Wands. Twice in the reading, looking forward to the future, going on a journey, absolutely waiting for your ships to come in. So this is fabulous. All right. This is going to lead you to a commitment, long-term commitment and marriage. All right, or this is what you want with somebody. This, if this is new love, this could lead to, because we did see new love. All right, so if this is new love, or whoever it's with, could lead to long-term and marriage. It will be something that you'll be with somebody longer than 10 years. It will be somebody you grow old with. That's somebody you grow old with. Generational wealth as well in this situation. You're looking forward to the future. You see a future with this person. There may have been slow movement and you're stressing out because of the slow movement, but then your guides come in and they literally push you into, they move your boat. They, do you know what I mean, take you into calmer waters, and you are looking forward to the future. Your ships are coming in, and that could be in terms of a long-term commitment and marriage. Right? Somebody is getting left out in the cold and they don't want to be. And so they're going to send you communication to tell you that they can't stop thinking about you. And that they're going to make a huge offer to you. Or this is what you're getting as a result, walking away from shit. Walking away from anything that keeps you trapped or stuck. Or in a toxic loop. Or, you know, moving away from people who cheat, lie, steal. Do you know what I mean? And as a result of clearing the deck, you got commitment coming in, marriage, long-term commitment, generational wealth. And somebody wants to tell you, I want this with you. I want victory with you. It's gonna hurt somebody else. Somebody else is gonna feel betrayed because they're gonna be spying on you, seeing you getting everything you want. But you got everything you want because you did not lie, you did not cheat, you did not steal. You stood in your integrity. That's the reason why. God blesses those ones who stand in their integrity, not the cheaters, the liars, the thieves, you know, or the ones who steal your work ideas or opportunities or try and keep you stuck. They'll be blessed for a minute and then God will take everything from them, or the universe, whatever you want to subscribe to. All right, that's how it happens. All right, you cannot interfere with people's free will. Right. Why is the Ace of Wands here for Libra? Why is the Ace of Wands here for Libra? Nine of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles. That's 3 times I've seen it stuck. Someone's stuck on you. They're stuck wanting to have this fiery, passionate new beginning with you, or they're stuck in a marriage. They're stuck in a marriage, and to put it bluntly, they may go into a room and toss off. I'm sorry. They may think of you like Libra. They're stuck in a situation they can't get out of, and all they do is think about you and toss off like. They're stuck in a marriage. I'm sorry. It had to be said, didn't it? I can't. What can I say? That's the energy. Yeah, they're it could be while they're sleeping with their person, they see your face and, you know, they're confused in a relationship, or whether they want that, or whether they want to be left out in the cold or not. Oh dear. Somebody is with somebody else and all they can think about is you. Why is the Ace of Wands here, the Knight of Pentacles for Libra? Why is the Ace of Wands here and the Knight of Pentacles for Libra? I mean, seriously, Wheel of Fortune. I wonder that's in reverse. That came out to me. That's upright to me, even though it's in reverse to you. But it came out that way, facing you. That to me, that's reverse. So the Wheel of Fortune. This person's they're on the bottom of the wheel. If I'm gonna upright it, upright it, Tonya. Come on. The Ace of Wands has got me in a pickle here now, right? Listen, you got the Ace of Wands, the Knight of Cups, Knight of Pentacles, I should say. Ace of Wands, Knight of Pentacles. This person's stuck in a marriage, I'm telling you, or in a relationship, or with family, or whatever they are, they're stuck, right? They can't move. Their world is stopped. Their world is stopped. Their Wheel of Fortune has stopped growing. They're not getting any good luck or fortune because they stayed in a situation they shouldn't have been. If it was karmic, they stayed there for one reason or another. They stayed in a relationship. However, you're looking gorgeous, sexy, single, self-sufficient, looking good, feeling good, smelling delicious and everything. All right, you're transforming a situation. You might have ghosted a King of Pentacles who juggled you. And now they're stuck. All they can think about is you. Right. Last card, everybody. Why is the Ace of Wands here? King of Pentacles and a Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Why is that in reverse? Page of Pentacles. Cycle's complete. They maybe want a new cycle with you. They might want a new cycle with you. They're coming in to bring you a gift. Okay. They're coming in. I mean, you might want a new cycle where they want a new cycle with you, but they just keep you waiting and they stay stuck, and they breadcrumb you. That's why their Wheel of Fortune's not coming in. That's why nothing's good's happening, because they're staying in a situation that's keeping them stuck. And so their Wheel of Fortune's reversed. Is now in reverse because of that. They can't move forward. They can't move back. They got no new opportunities coming in. And that's because they chose to stay stuck in a situation that they've outgrown or no longer resonates with them, or it don't work for them anymore. Whatever the situation is, they're stuck where they are. Libra, that's it. I mean, I don't know who this is going to resonate with, but it was a bit of a long one. But at the end of the day, I needed to explain the cards, all right? I actually quite like them in like that when they come out in detail, because then you look back and you think, blimey, you know, shady shit that people do behind your back. Right, Leo. Aquarius, Leo, Libra, Virgo, I was going to say Virgo, Scorpio. That's the energies on the board. You could be taking on that energy. Your person's taking on that energy, or both of you are. All right, this could have been a past reading. It's now in the present, or it's coming in the near future. Whatever the case is, please don't forget to hit the like button, the share button, the subscribe if you're new, and drop a polite little comment in the comment section. All right, I love you all loads, Libra. Stand in your integrity, all right? Speak your truth, but speak your truth with standing in your integrity. Don't take no shit. I love you all loads. Have a lovely weekend. Take care and bye.